life going on without Martin Crumpel? You've played 2 games without him. How has it changed the way that you play?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, John, is obviously he was really important in our transition game because of his ability to run the floor and put pressure on the rim in transition. And then, even in the quarter court, his ability to set some ball screens, slip some ball screens, and really put some pressure on that rim, not only created some easy baskets for him and for our team, but also, was able to make the defense commit to him, so the shots on the perimeter were a little bit easier. So, we're adjusting to that. Other guys are having to fill into that role of setting that ball screen and putting some pressure on the rim. So, it's going to be a work in progress, but, we had a tough road trip at Providence and St. John's, found a way to get a win, and that was important for us.
Toby Hegner has really impressed lately, Coach. How has he evolved?
The thing he probably did the most, I think when Justin Patton made the decision to declare for the NBA draft, Toby recognized that, I'm probably going to have to guard some big guys in this league next year, and I better get stronger. So, he's really worked on his body, and his body is in a position where he's been able to fight some of the good centers in our league on the block. And while he doesn't go above the rim to get a lot of rebounds, he blocks his guy out. His guy does not get a lot of offensive rebounds, and his ability to shoot the three-point shot, it stretches the floor, it puts pressure on the defense, creates some driving lanes for some of his teammates. So, he's been really, really important to us, and obviously he's not totally healthy. That ankle that he had surgery on in the off season, and then, the injury that he had in November has slowed him down a little bit and really forced us to kind of monitor what he can and can't do in practice so that he's available for games.
You have your pink out night on Saturday, and I'm really looking forward to being out there for it. It is quite the event. Coach, could you tell me about how this originated and what this night is like?
Well, I started, we started something back when I was in Northern Iowa. My last year in Northern Iowa, my wife Teresa was diagnosed with breast cancer. So we started something. We raised a little money in one of the games, and then, carried it over to Iowa State. And at Iowa State, we did more of a Coaches versus Cancer gala. We got that rolling, when I was in the state of Iowa with the 4 coaches of the Division I schools, and that's continued to grow in the state of Iowa. And then, when we came here and I talked to our administration about doing something unique, with the pink out was the idea we came up with, and we got 2 competing hospitals in town that are our 2 corporate sponsors that do the 16,000 T-shirts. We hand out posters to everybody. We have an auction where we auction off our shooting shirts that we raised about $30,000 this year doing that. So it's a way to, number one, raise some money in the fight against cancer, but also to raise awareness. My wife, we're 12 years down the road because her cancer was detected early because she did what she was supposed to do in terms of her screenings. And if only one person goes and does something that they've been putting off in terms of a screening for cancer, and something's caught early, and they're able to, get to the cancer early, have it treated, and live a long life after that, then what we're doing is worth it. So while we certainly want to raise funds in the fight against cancer, we also want to bring awareness and make sure people understand the need for early detection in the fight against cancer.
What a special cause that is, and a special story out of your program as well, Coach. In the last week, Jordan Scurry, now on scholarship. How did this happen? What went into this? And can you tell us the story from your perspective? Because I watched the video and I absolutely loved it.
Well, it's the first time in the 7 or 8 years that I've been here that we've actually had a scholarship at the semester. Normally our scholarships have all been used up, and we've never had an opportunity to reward someone that wasn't on scholarship before. And he's continued to work hard to improve his game. So while we had a scholarship for this year, we felt it was the right thing to do to reward him so that he understands, like we do Tyler Clement, how much we appreciate their contributions to our program.
And, Coach, before I let you go, your Super Bowl pick.
Well, my Pittsburgh Steelers are gone, and
hey, my Browns were gone long ago.
New England fan, not the biggest New England fan in the world, but I think New England wins by a couple touchdowns.
Wow, dominance by Tom Brady. Coach, like I said, my Browns were gone long ago before your Steelers were gone.
Your Browns never arrived. You have to arrive to be gone, John.
He's one of the few guys that can look Patrick Ewing in the eyes, and he will do it on Saturday night when the Hoyas and the Blue Jays battle. Coach, thanks so much.
You bet. Anytime, John.